well, we're going to go ahead and start. I like to be on time. So um, welcome to our 2021 European Conference product demos. We're really thrilled to have our top sponsors here to tell us about the latest and innovative products and services that will make your life and your job easier. So thank you for coming and hope that you are able to learn a lot during the session. Our first presenter is from MBA Exchange, so I will go ahead and let them get started.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Megan. Warm welcome to everyone also from our side, from the side of MBA Exchange, as well as Currentomics. It's our pleasure to again sponsor the conference, the European conference, as well as the Asian and Global conference this year. We wanted to share a little bit more in terms of what we have been up to this past year, and actually give you a quick overview in terms of our platforms on MBA Exchange as well as Currentomics, and then finish up with the virtual events that we have been hosting for over 15 years. So when we speak about our platforms, the purpose really is to strengthen your offering in terms of career services for your students and alumni. And we do this actually through different channels, as you will see in different slides as we advance through this presentation. But first off, who we work with, as we've been present on the market for over 20 years, here are some clients, schools, trusted partners we have worked with and we continue to work with. You see just some examples here on this page, really around the globe, as you can see, small and very, very big schools. On the other side, we also work very, very closely with employers, especially for their virtual recruiting events and for different talent acquisition campaigns. So again, over 15 years of experience in virtual recruiting events. And as you can see, these companies, they're really present in different industries, but they also vary in size. So the need is out there for MBAs, whether it's really small boutique niche companies, as well as the big international employers. So roughly a little bit about Currentomics and MBA Exchange. Now, these are two platforms that we use for serving your students and your recent alumni. So Currentomics really focuses on your specialized master students. That would be the junior profiles that have maybe none or 1 to 2 years of experience. While on MBA Exchange side, we focus on MBA experienced professionals who have 5 and more years of experience. So all the content that you can see on these two platforms is adapted based on the profile that is looking at it. And what is really, really great for both of the platforms is that it puts the student, the candidate, at the center of the whole experience. At the same time, both platforms, they are customizable. So it means that a candidate can have a very general experience, but if they set up their career profile and set up their preferences, all of what they're seeing and what they're getting alerted for is customized based on their profile. Overall, both of these platforms that are separated, they consist out of 5 important elements. So first one is directory of jobs. So it really covers all the markets around the world. The second one is the directory of leadership development programs. This is a unique directory that covers between 500 and 600 of leadership development programs. For those of you that don't perhaps know them that well, they are the fast career track opportunities for the top talent. While when we speak of directory of jobs, this is really for just-in-time hiring positions. So there is a big difference between the two. The third is the employer's directory that actually includes the most relevant employers, whether that is for master or for MBA talent. The next part is the country guides, which we also call the international section, which is composed out of 2 elements. One focuses on the cultural aspect for your students, candidates to understand the differences between different markets on the cultural aspect, but then also the nitty-gritty bureaucratic part of work permits, which is more than necessary. So all the information on work permits for the top 30, 35 countries are available in that directory as well. Last but not least, throughout the entire year, we also organize different events. So those are real-time recruiting events where we do not have only recruiters participating, but we also have people from the business come in, so whether that's senior business leaders, directors of specific regions or markets, to actually share more about their experience, which is something perhaps you have noticed in this past year, that in your virtual events, you were able to actually attract different company representatives than you were in a physical world. I'll just make a quick stop here and see whether, Bilal, you want to share a few words on the jobs front.
Well, yes. So maybe just, very quickly, stay tuned because there are some major developments happening on our side. So in the next actually couple of weeks, you will hear from us again. So I'll just, keep it like a puzzle for the moment, but stay tuned.
All right, perfect. Thanks, Bilal. So yes, big news coming in terms of our jobs director. All right, let's go forward. The next part that I wanted to share with you was around virtual career fairs, because we think this is really pertinent and still relevant in this unprecedented times. So as you've seen previously on the previous slides that I've shared with you, we really have experience of over 15 years in virtual events space. We have worked very closely with our clients this past year, even before that, and everything that we propose today is based on a lot of expertise. So when we talk about our virtual career fairs, we want to let you know that those are branded events. We take into consideration your preferences, your needs, and that event platform is dedicated and private for you. So the platform, the technology that we use is applicable for smaller events where you have a couple of employers participating, as well as for bigger events where you might have 100, 150 or even more employers participating. And so this is actually just the range and the capabilities of such a platform and technology that we have that enables you to have this human conversations and creating human connections between the candidates on one side and then employers on the other side. So on the right side, you just see some of the schools, again, that we have organized these events for in this recent months. And here, just very quickly, I will go through different examples of events we have hosted. So you can see the IESE event. And the reason I'm showing you all of this is because we wanted to show actually the branding aspect on the public pages, where you can see that we really take into consideration your school's branding and marketing. So the OSCP, the ESEC event, the USC Marshall event. We also hosted the HSC Carrefour. So that is just, as you can see here, so that is just quickly overview of different platforms that we have done. So all of those events, they were for undergraduate, master's students, MBA level. It really depended on the need of the school, depending on the career services. But again, just goes to show that this technology is really applicable for different needs. All right, so we spoke a little bit about the virtual career fairs. So that is your, flagship events, the big events that you might organize throughout the year. However, the technology that we have is also applicable, and we have separate products that enable you to have similar events for networking purposes. So those usually, they're not all day long events like we're used to for virtual career fairs that normally last at least for the entire day or for a couple of days. For some schools, it was even over the period of 2 weeks every day. But networking events, they are focusing on a specific number of hours, normally between 3 or 4 hours in the afternoon or in the evening, and really bringing forward those private conversations, whether it's coffee chats in terms of a smaller environment of students speaking with the employer at the time, or whether it's one-on-ones, really a private, intimate setting. And last but not least, the platform also enables you to, well, not the platform, our technology enables you to host student tracks if you would like to do that as well. So when we speak about our virtual events, specifically about virtual career fairs, So they are meant to attract employers and help them engage and recruit their students and alumni, as we said before, on a school dedicated, branded private platform. We want to facilitate their attendance in terms of we prepare all the profiles for them, the marketing material, the guides. You really have our support throughout the entire event. So we designed this with basically the thought of having you in our mind, what you need, the tools that you need, what the students and employers need in terms of real-time conversations. We have a variety of different sessions happening, whether those are private, public, should we put in place different categories so to really target a specific program or a specific profile, first year versus second year. As it said here, for you specifically, the tools. So you have option to have different corporate profiles, jobs, access to the CV resume database. The platform is also enabled to send automatic reminders for students, the candidates, to receive the alerts on their mobile phones, for sessions to be recorded and afterwards shared with the candidates who weren't able to participate live. And finally, what is really important is that this is your event, right? That your needs are taken into consideration, what works for you, different formulas between all these different features our technology enables. We help you with our advisory level to actually define and come up with the right formula for you specifically. So on the admin level, our technology allows you to manage the schedule completely, to have the final say, to monitor the activity at all times, to extract statistics so you can see the real-time participation in all the sessions, as well as very granular overview after the live day has passed to extract all the statistics. So very transparent on this part. And then as this is European conference, vast majority of you, we really know each other quite well. We have worked together for many years. So one aspect that is really important to mention here is there is a seamless integration done for our platforms. So in terms of the virtual career fairs or virtual networking events, even for student tracks, is that if your students have an existing MBA Exchange or Currentomics account, they can use that same account for the virtual career fairs or virtual events. So their career profiles as well as CVs can get imported from their existing profile. So it's very, very easy for them to participate without any hassle. So just very quickly, what sets us apart, I've shared that we are here on the advisory and expert level, the 15 years of experience we have in the virtual space. We have organized hundreds of events. They are really under our belt, as it says here. We have a proven technology that works at scale. All this granular overview that I've shared before with you, the tools that we've enabled you to have access to, different sessions that are put in place that you can organize for your event specifically. Why it's easy for employers to participate is, as I've said before, we pre-prepare all of their employer profiles. They can obviously request any edits if they would like to have any specific edits. And we prepare all the marketing material and communication with them, making sure it's a very smooth and easy process for them to participate in such an event. And we are here for you. So to organize any training sessions, webinars for you, for your students, conducting test runs with employers, making sure that they are equipped and comfortable with using the platform and that they know what will happen on the live day. Okay, and to wrap up, these are some of the quotes we have obtained recently, but I think, what speaks louder than reading these quotes here would be to actually share with you a video that actually composes different testimonials we have obtained, and we'll quickly and nicely recap everything that I presented to you just now. So I will share the video with you.
Our students and employers really enjoyed the online experience. Not only is the visual really, really nice on the online hiring platform, but the way that students are able to interact with employers, ask questions, it's a sharing session. I would say it's almost better than an in-person event. We took the full service option and we will continue to take the full service option. The employers loved having the same person in there dealing with all of the tech questions, setting the rhythm for all of the sessions, to start off each session, to direct questions, to set time reminders, and to make sure that the whole day went very smoothly. So it went really well. All of our employers and our students appreciate it. We have gone one step further, and we're now using this as a virtual campus for all of our speakers. It's on brand, makes us look better than just sending a Zoom link by email for conferences, one-to-ones, and coffee chats between employers and students.
We've used MBA Exchange twice in the past 6 months for career fairs, one in November and another in March. What I like most about the platform is the easy-to-use dashboard and the reports that we were able to download for all aspects of the career fair with a lot of information. It had all the activity for the employers and the students, and it was quite useful. I also appreciate that MBA Exchange takes feedback very seriously. After both events, we had a debrief meeting with them where we were able to give feedback and suggest improvements for the future. They did enhance the platform between November and March with look and feel and additional functionality, which again was quite helpful. I'd like to thank the MBA Exchange team, and I look forward to working with them in the future.
All right, so that is a little bit of something we wanted to share with you. Obviously, we're going to be around throughout the conference. I think our 15 minutes of presentation are up. So, you know me, Bilal, there will be Maysam as well, some of other colleagues. So feel free to reach out. We'll reach out to you as well, whether it's just for, you know, exchanging some of the updates, best practices. We're always happy to hear from you, and thank you for your attention.
All right, thank you very much.